So hello everyone, good evening. So today's video for 12th standard biology subject. So here we start the video. So first is a part 1 important notes, reproduction in lower and higher plants. So your most important topics are 3 6 to 8 topics because this subject is theoretical. And for about maths there are some numericals questions and sums, so calculation is there in maths paper. So here it is a theoretical subject, so uh, we can explain in detail in answers. So here this topic or subject is a theoretical. So तर बघूया आपण. तर हे 8 टॉपिक्स आहेत. डबल फर्टिलायझेशन, डेफिनेशन, प्रोसेस, सिग्निफिकन्स, त्यानंतर स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ ओव्ह्यूल पार्ट्स फंक्शन्स, मायक्रोपोर्जेनेसिस. सॉरी, माझं जर थोडं शब्द वाचायला जर चुकत असतील कारण का माझा ग्रुप म्हणजे PCM होता, तरी पण मी हा PCB साठी बायोलॉजीच्या स्टुडंटसाठी व्हिडिओ बनवले, पण थोडे मला शब्द माहीत नसल्यामुळे माझे प्रोनाउन्सिएशन चुकतील, तर ते थोडे समजून घ्या. सो टाइप्स ऑफ pollination, atogomy, genealogy, xenogamy, so etc. There's 3 types. So here apomixis, parthenocropy, polybryony, seed formation steps. So move to the next. So here 8 topics important. So here reproductive in human, most repeated chapter and ask in every year. So histology of testes, seminiferous tubules, legged cell, certoil cells. So second is ovarian hormones, estrogen, progesterone functions. So from the second point, they ask questions on estrogen, progesterone's function and function of ovarian hormones. And so here menstrual cycle phase, it is most important topic. So they ask in your exam for menstrual cycle phase. So here menstrual, follicular, ovulation. सो तर काय काय प्रोसेस असते ती पूर्ण तुम्हाला यामध्ये विचारली जाऊ शकते. हे 3 क्वेश्चन पण खूप महत्वाचे आहेत. त्यानंतर जे आहे तो कार्पस लेक्टम, कॉर्पस अल्बिकन्स, डिफरन्स बिटवीन स्पर्म अँड ओव्हम. सो तुम्हाला जर डिफरन्स जर विचारला तर स्पर्म अँड ओव्हम बद्दल तुम्हाला डिफरन्स विचारला जाईल. ओके. सो हियर फर्टिलायझेशन प्रोसेस. सो असा पण एक क्वेश्चन येऊ शकतो की एक्सप्लेन दी फर्टिलायझेशन प्रोसेस. So we'll prepare for this overall topic, which is reproduction in human, because the all topics are important. So here some diagrams are present and functions, characteristics, difference, so processes. So this topic is most repeated. So here they note most repeated and hormonal regulation of reproduction. So move to the next. So next slide is about high importance, inheritance and variation. From inheritance and variation, तर मेंडल्स लॉ तुम्हाला एक्सप्लेन करू येऊ शकतो. त्यामध्ये लॉ ऑफ डॉमिनन्स, सेग्रेशन्स, इंडिपेंडंट असॉर्टमेंट, सो मोनोहायब्रिड अँड डायहायब्रिड क्रॉस. सो तुम्हाला याचा मोनोहायब्रिड आणि डायहायब्रिड क्रॉसचा डिफरन्स पण येऊ शकतो. So third is a chromosomal aberrations, pedigree analysis basis, Turner's syndrome, Klinefelter's syndrome. So हे 2 सिंड्रोम्स आहेत, ते पण तुम्ही व्यवस्थित करून जावा. ते IMP आहे. सो जीन फ्लो, म्युटेशन टाइप्स. So here 3 to 8 questions or topics predicted. So here molecular basics of inheritance, it is very important, 5-star chapter. So here repeated every year. It is lack operant structure and working, PCR techniques, 3 steps applications, DNA fingerprint steps. So this is most important topic which is asked in your exam, which is DNA fingerprint steps. So here transcription, HRNA, mRNA processing. So how process in this HRNA to mRNA. They ask restriction, enzymes, genetic code properties, and replication steps. So move to the next topic. So next is origin and evolution of life. So it is important. Hardy Weinberg principle. So there are a principle you prepare well. So next is gene pool and gene frequency, reproductive isolation, pre and post, evidences of evolution, speciation types, adaptive radiations. So here 3 to 6 because these important topics are above 5 is fixed because this topic is theoretical and much more asked in your board exam. So sixth is a plant water relation, mostly asked diffusion, osmosis, and imbibition, transpiration, types and factors, root pressure theory, limitations इथे विचारले जाऊ शकतात root pressure theory वरचे. Next is a cohesion tension theory and factor affecting water absorption. So हे 5 topics आहेत. तर पुढे बघूया आपण plant growth and mineral nutrition, high probability from here. There are 7 to 8 6 7 sorry 7 6 to 7 important topics. Plant hormones, oxygen gibberellin, cytokinin, ethylene, ABA. So या जे प्लांटचे हार्मोन्स आहेत याबद्दल तुम्हाला इन्फॉर्मेशन लिहायला असं येऊ शकते किंवा प्लांट हार्मोन्स एक्सप्लेन करा म्हणून येऊ शकते. तर फिजिओलॉजिकल इफेक्ट ऑफ इथिलीन ॲब्सिक्स ॲसिड ॲज इनहिबिटरी हार्मोन, differentiation and redifferentiation, essential minerals elements. So explain essential mineral elements हा पण क्वेश्चन येऊ शकतो, हा पण वेल प्रिपेअर करून जावा. Deficiency symptoms and photoperiodism. So move to the next chapter, chapter number 8, which is respiration and energy transfer. So here is very important. So glycolysis, Krebs cycle. So Krebs cycle explain करा. जर डायग्राम असेल तर मला काय माहित नाही, पण जर याला डायग्राम असेल तर तुम्ही डायग्राम पण करून जावा, कारण का डायग्राम पण इम्पॉर्टंट आहे बायोलॉजीसाठी. कारण का प्रत्येक कन्सेप्टला तुम्हाला डायग्राम पर डायग्रामचे नाव आणि एक्सप्लेन करा असं येऊ शकतं, पण कर्व सायकल पण करून जावा. सो थर्ड इज इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रान्सपोर्ट चेन, ATP synthesis, respiratory quotient, yes, aerobic and aerobic respiration. तर तुम्हाला एरोबिक अँड अनएरोबिकचं रेस्पिरेशनचं डिफरन्स पण विचारला जाऊ शकतो किंवा दोन्हीपैकी एक एक्सप्लेन करा म्हणून येऊ शकतो. तर एरोबिक अँड अनएरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन तुम्ही प्रिपेअर करून जावा. So move to the next ninth chapter, which is control and coordination. So high repeated areas from here in ninth chapter. So there are seven topics. So here cranial nerves, 1/4 and 7th, I think. So reflex action, structure of neuron, endocrine gland and hormones, pituitary gland and functions. So they ask for explain the pituitary gland functions, thyroid hormones and adrenal gland hormones. So in this chapter, so there are glands and hormones are different hormones are present. So they ask for explain different types of hormones. So from this one question are arrive in your board exam. So well prepared for hormones and glands are present, so which are functions, some diagrams. So well prepared. So 10th is human health and diseases. So frequently asked questions from here. So its first topic is AIDS. There's a causes, transmission, prevention. So it is easy question for all. So here this question asked in your 2026 exam. So we'll prepare about that AIDS. So tuberculosis, malaria, which is from formidable from mosquitoes. Respiratory disorders. So these are the three disorders, I think. So for your exam, to detail answering, so they ask explain the respiratory disorders, or from these three anyone they ask in your exam. So here types of immunity, active and passive. So also from here they ask active or passive immunity. So here's a vaccination, autoimmune diseases. So here one diseases are. So move to the next. So from part 2, that is part 2 from your biology. So it is a enhancement of food production. So it is chapter is very easy. So because in this chapter they ask questions related to food productions. So here biofertilizers, bt cotton. So from bt cotton is an question is arrive. So next is a plant breeding methods, tissue cultures, green revolution basics, and hybridization. So these 6 topics are very important. So here 4 star is most repeated chapter, biotechnology. So here restriction enzymes, recombinant DNA technology steps. So for your board exam they ask for explain DNA technology steps. So next move to the PCR applications. So they ask for write applications of PCR. So it is gene therapy. So it is the most important topics, and it is repeated and 4 star topic. So well prepare for this topic. So here gene therapy they ask for uses and explain the gene therapy. So it is a DNA ligase. One last is application of biotechnology in agriculture and medicine. So here last top subtopic is very important, and it is easy to write in your board exam. So it is a casual answers also, but in gene therapy, PCR application, and DNA ligase there are. So you can prepare these 3 questions. Others are so casual. This last question is biotechnology and agriculture in medicine. So it is an easy question and arrive in your 2026 board exam. So move to the next, organisms and populations. So important population growth curve S-shaped, carrying capacity, absolute natality, mortality, immigration, mutualism, predator prey relationship. So these are some topics. It is a 6 to 7 topics important. So here this small concept, but I don't know in your board exam book for biology subject. I don't read the book. So it is a many more concept. So you can prepare their uh, explanations, characteristics, or anywhere there's works function. So prepare well. So here fourth is ecosystem and energy flow. So here most asked questions from here. So pyramid of energy. So that's some pyramid like this. You can draw the exam of pyramid of energy and explain it in detail. So food chain and food web. So ecological succession, climax, community, energy flow, trophic levels. So from here food chain and food web for explanation, and also pyramid of energy they ask in your HSC board exam 2026. It is a predicted but not actually. So first 2 concepts are very important. You prepare for it. So move to the next. So next is a biodiversity, conservation and environmental issues. So here high probability from here. So first is a greenhouse effect, so gases and source, ozone depletion, biodiversity hotspots, so in sweet conversion, ex sweet conversation, pollution, air water soil. So from pollution and air water soil, one question asked from here, 100% one question from here, and it is easy. So endangered species. So from here, it is a biodiversity conservation and environmental issues. It is a greenhouse effect. So also ask in your board exam. So first point and this point important, well prepare. And about the ozone depletion they ask also. So most repeated chapters focus area for 2026. It is a molecular basis inheritance, reproduction, plant human, ecosystem ecology, biotechnology, and plant growth and hormones. So these most repeated chapters. So prepare first day these 5 chapters. Best command on these 5 chapters. After that, the remaining chapters you can go. So here for super focus questions here. So for part 1 biology, reproduction in lower and higher plants. So here prepare these compulsorily. So here 4 to 5 questions I will give. So here explain double fertilization with significance, structure of ovule. So before that I explain in first slide. So they ask for structure of ovule and diagrams and explain it. So here structure of ovule, differentiate autogomy, genitomy and exonomy. So difference they ask from these three different topics. So define approximacy, paranthropy, and micropregnancy process. So these 5 questions prepare well. Double fertilization is very high probability. So well prepare, most prepare for this double fertilization. So move to the next. It is reproduction in human. So here must do histology of testes, menstrual cycle with phase and hormones. So here I can explain before slide. Explain the menstrual cycle, all phases, hormones, and uh, in this process. So here third is ovarian hormones and their functions, differences between sperm and ovum. What happens to corpus luteum without fertilization? So here menstrual cycle or testis almost every year. So they ask in this year predict, but not confirm about that. But in every year they ask menstrual explain menstrual cycle or explain test about testes, histology of testes or any question in deep on testes. So almost every year question arise from this concept. So move to the next, inheritance and variations. High chances these 5 questions. Mendel's law, dihybrid cross Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, define uh, chromosomal aberration. So yes. So move to the next. So here molecular basis inheritance there 5 star because it is a most important chapter, and do not skip this chapter for your board exam. So here 6 most important topics. So here first is explain lac operon, steps of PCR. Third is DNA fingerprint steps in order, transcription, HRNA processing, restriction enzymes, and sixth is the properties of genetic code. So here very high chance to 3 or 4 marks questions from here. So easily we get 3 to 4 marks from this chapter, and it is the most repeated chapter in your board exam. So move to the next. It is fifth chapter, origin and evolution. So it is revise Hardy, Weinberg law, reproductive isolation, evidences of evolution, and species types. So from these 4 important questions. So six is uh, plant water relation. So here it also important. So there from 4 questions: transpiration and types, root pressure theory limitations, factor affecting water absorption, and diffusion vs osmosis. So they ask for diffusion vs osmosis in your board exam. So difference between diffusion and osmosis are present. So we'll prepare for difference. So next it is a plant growth and mineral nutrition. So it is strong possibility from here. So first is a physiological effect of ethylene abscix acid role, plant hormones and functions, table format, and differentiation and redifferentiation. So these four concept is very important. They ask every year, and ethylene is highly repeated in before 2 years in 2024 and 2025. So well prepare for ethylene concept. So their functions or working of ethylene. So move to the next. It is a respiration and energy transfer. So prepare. So glycolysis steps, Krebs cycle, RQ definition and formula, aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So they ask for difference between them or write or explain in detail aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So it is a fourth point is most important. So move to the next. Next chapter is control and coordination. So carnival nerves. This is most important, and structure of neuron, reflex action, hormones of pituitary gland. So these four questions important. Human health diseases from 10 chapter, high probability from here. So first is AIDS. It is causes and prevention. So this is a most repeated question and easy to write in your board exam. So next is immunity steps. Sorry, types. Third is a respiratory disorder. So here two disorders are present. So they ask explain the disorders about the respiratory disorder. So fourth is a vaccination. Uh, so names of vaccination and use of vaccination for which diseases you can prepare. So move to the next part 2. It is a final focus for part 2, enhancement of food production. So revise BT cotton, biofertilizers. So they ask or write the biofertilizers. So third is a tissue culture. Fourth is a plant breeding method. So they ask or explain plant breeding method. So we'll prepare. There are four important questions from enhancement of food production chapter. So next is a biotechnology. So it is a very important recombinant DNA technology steps. So they ask or explain the steps of recombinant DNA technology. So it is a most important question. So next is a gene therapy. Third is a PCR applications, restriction enzymes. So prepare for PCR applications. They ask also from here write down the applications are about PCR. So move to the next. Here is organisms and populations. So must prepare for it. S-shaped population growth curve, absolutely natality, immigration, and mutualism. So here four questions are important. So prepare for it. So S-shape, I think S-shape ask in your 2026 exam. So prepare well for S-shaped population. So here next is ecosystem and energy flow. So almost confirmed topic. It is a pyramid of energy. It is important question. Ecological succession, food chain and tropic levels also important, and climax community. So from climax community and pyramid of energy. So sure question from here in 2026 in pyramid of energy and climax community. So move to the next chapter. It is a biodiversity and environmental issues. So here high chance from here greenhouse effects, gases plus source in situ and ex situ conservation. So they ask a difference and also explain in brief in situ and ex situ. So ozone depletion and pollution causes. So it is a last 2 3 topics are very easy. So it is theoretical based and casual based. So you can well prepare for it. So here remaining days are 5 day. So from today. So from today to your paper, day one is a molecular biology plus biotechnology. You can complete the these two chapters or concepts. So day 2 for plant and human reproduction. Third is ecology plus biodiversity. Fourth is a plant physiology plus evolution. And fifth day is solve one full paper plus revise weak areas. So in last day only you can solve a full paper of biology previous year and revise your weak areas. You have weak concepts in uh, any chapter, so you can revise or prepare for it well. So move to the next slide. So here is a final ultra prediction list. So if you study only 10 topics deeply, study these. So lac operon, PCR, double fertilization, histology of testes, menstrual cycle, pyramid of energy, greenhouse effect, ethylene, Turner syndrome, and recombinant DNA technology. So it is a most important topic. So it is a 5-star topics. So from these topics, 100% questions present in your 2026 board exam. So these 10 questions are very important and well prepare for it. 10 questions. So move to the next. Here I will give you 12th HSC Biology 70 marks guess paper here. So you can practice for this paper in day 5 or before one day of your board exam. So here MCQ 10 MCQs has 10 marks. So practice it. So you can note down or screenshot of that paper. So here 5. So here 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, 10. So here these are MCQs. You can stop the video and answer it. So section B, attempt any 8. It is 2 mark each and 16 marks total. So define apomixis, state to function of estrogen, define gene flow, what is restriction enzymes, define absolute natality, differentiate diffusion and osmosis, define mutation. So here from 7 also below some questions. So move to the next. It is a what is a vaccination, define mutualism, what is a immigration. So from these 10 questions, 100% questions from these 10 questions asked in your board exam on 26. So my predicted 2026 question paper, you will prepare before one day exam or 2 days, because paper I think on 25 February the paper for biology. So you can solve it on 24 also or 23 also. So anytime you can prepare these questions well to passes the exam. So section C is attempt any 8 3 marks each for 24 marks. So it is here are 12 questions. So explain significance of double fertilization, describe menstrual cycle phase, write steps of PCR, explain Hardy-Weinberg law, explain physiological effect of ethylene. So describe types of transpiration, explain S-shaped population growth curve, describe pyramid of energy, explain its transmission and prevention. So explain DNA, fingerprint steps, write note on biofertilizers, describe reproductive isolation. So from here 12 questions, you get question in your board exam also. For well prepare these 12 questions, about 10 questions and MCQs which is given in 2026 predicted question for question paper for biology subject. So 100% do these questions for a good score. So section D is attempt any 3 4 marks each and 12 marks. So here explain lack of opinion with diagram. So diagram is the most important in every concept. Describe histology of testes with neat level diagram. Explain steps of recombinant DNA technology. Describe ecological succession. Explain greenhouse effect with gases responsible. So here from 5 questions, so 12 marks, which is 3 marks question, 3 questions solved for 4 marks, overall 12 marks for it. So here important diagrams list, it is very scoring. So in biology subject, there are many diagrams asked in your board exam. So practice drawing these neatly label must be correct. So names of the diagram and parts, it's very important, which is spellings and name. So from plant reproduction, so your double fertilization and structure of ovule, these two diagrams. So from human reproduction, histology of testes, menstrual cycle graph, structure of sperm. So these 3 diagrams. From molecular biology, lac operon, PCR stages, DNA replication 4. So these most important diagrams, will prepare the diagram with a labeled. So from plant physiology, transpiration types, glycolysis flow. So move next diagrams. So here from ecology, pyramid of energy. So pyramid of energy very important and 100% asked in your board exam 2026. So we'll prepare for pyramid of energy and that concept. So yes, shaped population growth curve is also important. They ask in your board exam to explain in detail yes shaped population growth curve with the diagram. So they not mention anytime they explain with diagram. So they not mention, but you can draw a diagram for explanation. So third is the ecological succession stages, and from nervous system it is a structure of neuron, reflex arc, also asked in your board exam. So these are the most important diagrams. So here final advice from my side, if student practices all section D questions, molecular biology completely, reproduction thoroughly, 6-7 diagrams perfectly, so 70 plus marks are achievable 100% from these 4 concept. So 5-day rapid revision notes plus full crash course plans for 12th HSC Biology Maharashtra Board. This plan focuses only high probability plus scoring topics. So for day 1, you can prepare for molecular biology and biotechnology. It is a high weightages. So your molecular basis, inheritance and biotechnology chapters. So rapid division notes, lac operon present in prokaryotic E. coil, components regular, gene promoter, operator, structural gene, work in absence, presence of lactose and inducible operance. So it is a answer of the question. It is 4 points. So move to the next. So from PCR polymers chain reaction. So here 3 steps. It is a denaturation, annealing, extension and uses of PCR. It is a DNA fingerprints and disease diagnosis. So for DNA fingerprint, steps are isolation of DNA, restriction digestion, gel electrophoresis, southern blotting. So for restriction enzymes, there are cut DNA at specific palindromic sequences. An example is ECO-RI. So recombinant DNA technology. So here steps for recombinant DNA technology. It is a isolation of gene, cutting by restriction enzymes, ligation, transformation, and expression. So these questions with answer. It is a most important questions with answer I will give. The steps are present. So you can explain in detail in your board paper. So here for night practice, so for night practice, so you write lac operon only and write PCR steps perfectly and revise restriction enzyme. So it is a task for your day one from today, day one. So in night, so you can prepare well about concepts and do questions answering, and revise it at night. So D2 is a reproduction present in plant plus human. So here double fertilization, one sperm plus egg zygota. Next is a one sperm uh, polar nuclei endosperm unique to angiosperm. So here apomixis, it is seed formation without fertilization. So histology of testis, it is a seminiferous tubulous Leydig cells, testosterone, sertolin cells, and supported. For menstrual cycle, there are phases. It is a menstrual, follicular, ovulation, day 14. So luteal hormones are present in this process. It is a FSH, LH, estrogen, progesterone. So for reproduction, it is a must remember. So infertilization does not occur. So here does not occur carpolus lectum albicans. So here day 3 ecology environmental issues. So here pyramid of energy always upright, energy decrease at higher tropic levels. So here ecological succession stages, pioneer stage, serial stage, climax community. So here from greenhouse effect, so here gases CO2, CH4, N2O, sources is vehicle, industry, and agriculture. So it is a question with answer I will give you. So prepare stepwise. So your population growth, yes shape curve, logistic growth, concept of a carrying capacity. So your population growth is a very important, and yes shape curve is very important. So for day 4 plan uh, physiology plus evolution. So move to the next. So from here plant hormones, prepare these five plant hormones: auxin, cell elongation, gibberellin, stem growth, cytokinin, cell division, ethylene, fruit ripening, ABA, inhibitory hormone. So ethylene frequently asked. So from previous 2 years, they ask ethylene frequently asked here. So on basis ethylene, they ask question 100%ly. So here for transpiration, so it is a um, stomatal, cuticular, lenticular. So four types here. So from Hardy Weinberg law, this question, equation is important, and explain genetic equilibrium. So they ask Hardy Weinberg law. So for next last day, which is fifth day. So from here, human health, nervous system, full revision, plus full revision at night before exam. So first is a carnival nervous. It is first, fourth, and seventh. So it is a olfactory, sensory, uh, trochlear, motor, facial mixed. So from AIDS concept also causes HIV transmission, blood, sexual contact, mother to child. So prevention, safe practices. So uh, these are the subtopics I will explain you, but in detail you can write the answer in your board exam. So from immunity, so here active and passive immunity. So here respiratory disorders, emphysema, silicosis. So daily study plan timetable, it is morning theory revision, afternoon write two long answers, evening MCQ practice, night revise week topics, and study 6 to 7 focus hour daily. So do 8 hours study every day. Here is mentioned 6 to 7 focus hours daily, but you can study more to 8 hours, and I will explain you the weightages chapters from your biology subject. So here weightage for unit 1, it is a reproduction. Here uh, a 6 marks with option it is a 8, and marks is 6 with option 8. So for genetic evaluation, so here totally 12 marks from this chapter. So here chapter number, sorry, this chapter numbers is here. So this is unit. Okay. So chapter number first two, it is a 6 or 8 marks with option. So here 4 3 4 5, it is a 4 4 4 or marks, and with option is a 6 marks. So for 6 7, there are 5 marks, and with option is 7 marks. For 8 chapter, so here 7 marks, and marks with option 10. So here 8 and 9 chapter, it is a high weightages. So here 10 or 11 marks with option. So must prepare these topics 11 and 10 here mentioned. So it is a most weighted topic, which is 8 number and 9 number chapter. So for 10 11 12 chapter, it is 4 6 7 with option, and 3 4 5 with marks. So here 13 14 15 is a ecological and environmental. So for these three chapters, there are three marks each chapter, 13 14 15, and with option 4 triple 4 marks. So marks is a total 70, and marks with option it is a total 98. So these two topics are very weightage, and from reproduction, first and second chapter is also high weighted, because it is have 8 marks with option, and only marks it is a 6 and 6, so it is 12, and in 12 and it is a 15. So they calculate after that. So 12 plus 24, and about 3 marks, it is a 27. So you got easily when you practice uh, good. So here I will tell you three most famous YouTube channels to prepare biology subject. So Abhishek sir, chemistry ASC. For sir teaches for chemistry subject, but madam uh, teaches the biology subject. So it is a best teacher in our Maharashtra. So it is a also teach in Marathi, English mix. So best channel for your preparation to biology subject. So move to the next channel, it is a PW Maharashtra. So it is also famous in Maharashtra. So there are 4.31 lakh subscribers. So you can go on YouTube and search the name PW Maharashtra. And from JR tutorials, so here um, sir teaches for first standard to 12th standard. So there are three channels, which are JR Junior, so JR tutorials, and JR colleges for uh, 11th and 12th standard. So you can subscribe JR college, but it is a JR tutorials is a main channel. You can search for JR college to prepare biology. So they teaches 11th and 12th subjects. So go on YouTube and search these names. And for Abhishek sir, you can go on YouTube and search this @Abhishek sir chemistry. So we'll prepare for a biology subject and paper. So from my side, uh, these which concepts I explain. So it is not perfectly asked in your board exam. It is actually I will predict the some concept, but here from here these are most important topics and repeated every year concepts. So prepare repeated concepts, and will prepare for diagram with names. So best of luck for your biology paper for to the biology students. So math paper is today completely, and for the student PCM group, the only last paper on 7 March, which is a geography. So for your remaining days are 4 to 5 day remaining for your board paper subject of biology. So we'll prepare in 4 to 5 days, and share this video with your friends to get beneficially, and best of luck again. So thank you and bye bye.